The representatives of the third estate viewed themselves as spokesperson for the whole French nation. मतलब उनको लगा कि the entire people of the French उनको वो represent कर रहे हैं. So how is that कि only one vote is given for such a large population? On 20 June, they assembled in the hall of an indoor tennis court in the grounds of Versailles. और उन्होंने अपने आप को एक नया नाम दिया called as the National Assembly, and swore not to disperse till they had drafted a constitution for France that would limit the powers of the monarch. And they wanted कि जो monarch के पास absolute powers है, that is all the powers are within him, that should be completely taken and that should be limited कि कहाँ वो अपने power को use कर सकता कहाँ नहीं. They were led by Mirabeau and Ambitious. अब ये जो इन दो नाम है, why they have been prominently written here? Because they were not belonging to third estate. Mirabeau was born in noble family but was convinced of the need to do away with the society of feudal privilege. मतलब वो फर्स्ट estate को उसको belong करते थे, second estate को. Since still he supported the people of common region, no, common man. He brought out a journal and delivered powerful speeches to the crowd assembled at Versailles. मतलब he even gave his support by giving the speeches. Abe Sieyès, originally a priest, मतलब he belonged to the clergy, wrote an influential pamphlet, means an article kind, called What is the Third Estate? Yani they were even supported by the members of first and second estate. While the National Assembly was busy at Versailles drafting a constitution, the rest of the France seethed with turmoil. वहां पर जो है खाने पीने की परेशानी थी और इसी वजह से वहां पर जो है violence जो था that was very common. A severe winter had meant a bad harvest. The price of bread rose. Often bakers exploited the situation and hoarded supplies. बारिश कभी नहीं होती थी तो कभी बहुत तेज सर्दी होती थी और उसकी वजह से खाने पीने की चीजों के दाम बढ़ गए और बेकर्स क्या करते थे, जानबूझकर चीजों को छुपा देते थे जिससे कि दाम बढ़ जाए. After spending hours in long queues at the bakery, crowds of angry women stormed into the shop. This was the time the king ordered troops to move into Paris. And this was the time जो हमने सबसे पहले पढ़ा था, the agitated crowd stormed and destroyed the Bastille. आया? Why that Bastille वाला जो reaction था starting में बताया गया था, because common men were facing the problem of even having the food. अपने पेट को भी वो पूरा नहीं कर पा रहे थे और वहां पे औरतें जो थी वो गुस्से में थी. ऊपर से राजा जो था he had moved his troops और इन लोगों को लगा कि the arms might be hidden और उन लोगों ने जो है बैसिल का जो स्टॉर्म था, जो फोर्ट्रेस था, उसको जाकर अटैक कर दिया. In the countryside, rumors spread from village to village that the lord of the manor आपके होते हैं जो रिच आपके एस्टेट्स होते हैं, लॉर्ड्स उनके मैंशन जिनके पास होते हैं, had hired bands of brigands मतलब you can say in Hindi गुंडे, who were on their way to destroy the ripe crops. मतलब उनको जो है ये खबर मिली थी. Caught in a frenzy of fear, the peasants in several districts seized hoes and pitchforks and attacked it. होज एंड पिचफॉक्स आपके होते हैं जिससे कि आपके जैसे खुरपी, फावड़ा, इन सबको कहा जाता है द इक्विपमेंट यूज फॉर एग्रीकल्चर. उन्होंने सब चीज़ों को जब्त कर लिया और जो जितने बड़े बड़े आपके कैजल्स थे जिनमें आपके नोबल्स वगैरह रहते थे उनको जाकर अटैक कर दिया. They looted the hoarded grain, burned down the documents containing the records of manorial dues. A large number of nobles fled from their homes, many of them migrating to neighboring countries. जितना भी, क्योंकि फ्यूडल में क्या होता था, when they worked for the feudals they had to pay some taxes. उन्होंने सब कुछ बर्न कर दिया, कोई भी एविडेंस नहीं छोड़ा. Faced with the power of his revolting subjects, Louis finally accorded recognition to the National Assembly and accepted the principles that his power would now be checked by a constitution. उसने शुरू में मान लिया कि I will rule according to a constitution. This you have to learn this date. On 4th August 1789, the assembly passed a decree. Decree means a legal order, a political order, abolishing the feudal systems of obligations and taxes. Members of the clergy were forced to give up their privileges. Tithes were abolished, means all kinds of church taxes, all kinds of privileges which were given to the first and second were completely abolished. Lands owned by church were confiscated. Confiscated मतलब उन्हें जब्त कर लिया गया और इस पैसों से उनके पास आया the third national assembly था. They got around 2 billion livres. Now the king had officially adopted the monarchy, the constitutional monarchy. Even though he was not in the favor, लेकिन looking at the ongoing violence, he had accepted it. The National Assembly completed the draft of constitution in 1791. Its main object was to limit the powers of monarch. These powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of one person, इसको उन्होंने 3 अलग अलग हिस्सा कर दिया. पहले he was the absolutist, he was the lawmaker, he was the executor, he was the judiciary. अब उसको 3 बना दिया गया जहां पर आपके legislature, executive and judiciary was there. Now you can see this picture. The king still had the veto power. Veto power का मतलब होता है if he said no, then that particular decision may not be taken. He had the control on National Assembly. और National Assembly में 2 तरीके के members होते थे, एक जो वोट करते थे और दूसरे थे जो कि elect होते थे. So they were the one who paid the highest tax brackets. ये लोग जो है ministers को control करते थे. और जुडिशरी जो है इट वॉज वंस अगेन अ सेपरेट बॉडी, उसका इलेक्शन अलग से होता था और दोनों इलेक्शंस को एक्टिव सिटीजन्स जो हैं दे यूज टू गिव द वोट्स. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ 1791 vested the power to make laws in the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected. That is, citizens voted for a group of electors who in turn chose the assembly. Not all the citizens, however, had the right to vote. Men about 25 years who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of a labor's wages were given the status of active citizens. मतलब वो लोग वोटिंग कर सकते थे 25 साल से above, जिनको जो है those who gave the tax उनको voting right. The remaining men and all women were classed as passive citizens. To qualify as an elector, elector वो होता है जो नेशनल असेंबली को चूज करता है. उसके लिए then as a member of the assembly बनने के लिए the person had to be in the highest bracket of taxpayer. मतलब to stand in the election he has to pay the highest tax, whereas just to vote he has to just pay the tax. This was the difference. लेकिन women and जो बाकी लोग थे they all were said as passive citizens. The constitution began, मतलब जैसे हमारे यहाँ का जो constitution है it begins with the preamble. The Constitution of France began with the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen. मतलब उनके जो starting है वो ये है. Rights such as right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality before law, इनको natural and inalienable, मतलब they were inseparable. They belong to each human being by birth or they cannot be taken away. And it was a duty of the state to protect each citizen's natural rights. If you see the source B, the revolutionary journalist Jean Paul Marat commented in his newspaper on the constitution draft by National Assembly. The task of representing the people has been given to the rich. The lot of the poor and oppressed will never improve by peaceful means alone. Here we have absolute proof of how wealth influences law. पहले भी यही था. The rich, the clergies had the power. और नेशनल असेंबली ने भी रिच को ही मतलब कि सबसे ज्यादा प्रिविलेज दिया था. Yet laws will last only as long as the people agree to obey them. जब तक हम मानेंगे तब तक लॉ है. जब हम प्रोटेस्ट करना शुरू कर देंगे, at that point no government can force us. And when they have managed to cast off the yoke of the aristocrats, अगर उन्होंने aristocrats को भगा दिया है, they will do the same to the other owners of wealth. अब वो लोग इनके साथ भी ऐसा ही कर सकते हैं. So this was, you can say, a kind of prediction that was made by Jean Paul. This is the Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizen, which was the starting of the Constitution. According to it, if you see, men are born and remain free and equal. The aim of every political association is preservation of the natural rights, that is freedom of speech, right to life, opinion, etc. The source of all sovereignty resides in the nation. No group or individual may exercise authority. हालांकि नेशनल असेंबली ने लगा रखा था. लिबर्टी का मतलब था पावर टू डू वॉट एवर, बट इट शुड नॉट बी इंजूरियस टू अदर्स. और ये हमने भी अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में लिया है. The law has a right to forbid only actions that are injurious to society. Law is the expression of general will. All the citizens have the right to participate in its formation, personally or through their representatives. मतलब उन्होंने ये कहा कि citizens जो हैं वो indirectly they can participate in the law making. No man may be accused, arrested or detained except in cases determined by law. ये भी हमारे यहाँ पर है. Every citizen may speak, write, print freely. This is called as freedom of speech. For the maintenance of the public force and for the expenses of the administration, a common tax डालना चाहिए. That should be for everyone. And that tax should be assessed equally on all citizens in proportion to their means. To their means मतलब जितना वो कमाते हैं उस proportion में. हमारे इंडिया में भी ऐसा ही है. Till 1,50,000 you don't have to pay any tax, then you have to pay this much of tax ऐसे करके. This is called as tax bracket. Since property is a sacred and inviolable right, no one may be deprived. मतलब अगर लीगली पब्लिक नेसेसिटी है, वही पब्लिक पार्क है, आप उस पर अपना हक नहीं जता सकते हो. इन दैट केस अ जस्ट कॉम्पनसेशन मस्ट बी गिवन इन एडवांस. मतलब हमारे यहाँ भी होता है कि कभी कभी क्या होता है, अभी जैसे इन आवर कंट्री व्हेन द this metro was made, at that time the government required lots of areas and those areas उनके घर भी थे, तो गवर्नमेंट ने उसे तोड़ने के बदले the government had given them the compensation. So what he means to say is that if the government wants that area, it is for the public property है, and if someone is living तो उनको compensate करके दें. Otherwise everyone has the right to purchase the property where he or she wants. मतलब यहाँ पर women के rights तो नहीं थे उस जमाने में. The men had exercised more rights. Right? Today we'll be doing till here. Tomorrow in the next class we'll start with the next portion. Right?